What's up, everyone? Welcome to Skybees. So, we've been doing these intros for quite a while, and one thing I haven't done is kept a tally on the episode marker, at least in game. Now, of course, looking at the thumbnails and the description of the video, the title, all of that stuff, you will be able to see what episode we are on, but today is episode 21. Now, for some of those, that may not seem like a very special deal, but here it is on the channel. It is historic for me. Outside of my main series, such as Truly Bedrock, I have not done a secondary series that has ran longer than 20 episodes. Levitated was 20 episodes, Sky Factory was 14. We did play some Bedrock maps and things like that. They did not run very long either. We kind of grind through these packs pretty quick, but this one is 21 episodes. I am so excited. Yeah. Now, in the last episode, we did take a little while, but we got some stuff set up from Blood Magic. It is looking pretty cool. I didn't want to change up the base too much, but this is going to hang down. It's kind of gaudy from, the side view, but from here it looks pretty good. And if we're looking at the map, obviously our map still looks the same. It's functioning the same. I really like the design of this base. But I want to get automated steel casing, so this is what we had to do. Now, one thing that I did do was create this box down here, and you see we just kind of flew away, and there are a ton of mobs in here. I was going to use the mob duplicator, but because of how low this is in the world, this is actually spawning in mobs very, very quickly. So this is about a 13 by 13 area. I did, like I said, I put the mob duplicator here with a power source, and we have our essence tank there. And I do have an item collector set up here, which I have the show work area on just because I wanted to see it. Inside, or here you see we have dark glass, which is a pretty neat little thing. If we type that in, you can see through it, but it doesn't let light through it. It really makes making mob farms a lot easier. There is dark glass from Industrial Foregoing, but that was the one that we made because it was easy to craft. This is our item collector from very early on in the series. This is going to collect all of the items that are dropped from these guys, and those are going to be put in a trash can. So now, I should be able to grab my blood altar, which is in my backpack for safekeeping. No. Really? No, it's up there, duh. We put it down in the last episode. Well, things happen. So we should be able to put this guy inside of here, and I should hopefully have enough life points in our soul network to click this. No, I do not. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a few more life points in this thing. That is 13,000. Let's see. Maybe we need the blood orb on us. Seriously. I'm not sure if it says in the book how many life points that we actually need in our soul network to do this. So let's go ahead and take a look, hopefully for the last time, in Blood Magic. It does not. It does not talk about what you need here. It does not talk about that stuff, but maybe it does here. Activation crystals, there is the weak activation crystal. Let's see, we can't get any stronger crystals because that hasn't been implemented into the pack yet, but it does not tell me what we need outside of or getting this ritual started. Thinking that we have 13,000 should be enough, but I guess I am wrong. Okay, well, let's get some more life points. Alright, we went up, we sapped all of the life points out of the blood altar upstairs. We have 41,000 life points. Let's try this. Right click. The rush of energy flows through the crystal. Now, if we look, we can see our life points are slowly going down. We used 40,000 to get the ritual going, and we will go ahead and throw this guy in. And we should see this number slowly going up as we right click on the divination sigil, and we'll go ahead and get the stake back on. I was using these for the absorption and helping this is a really neat thing. So this altar can only hold 10,000 life points, as you see here. We may go ahead and fill the capacity of this thing much, much better, but our life network is going up. And it's going to go up. This thing is going to end up running out of life points, and then it's all going to go into our soul network. And then once this blood orb is full with 150,000 life points, which is going to take a while to get there, we can then start sapping the life points out of this altar. So, with that being said, I want to go ahead and take these runes, and we're going to want to go ahead and make capacity runes. So, rune of capacity. Can we make 10? No. No, of course we can't, because it's going to use our buckets. Are you serious? I don't have any buckets? Oh, they're full of water. Okay, well, we can easily rectify that situation. We have 350,000 iron. That's not going to make a dent in it. There is the other 10. Let's go ahead and put these guys in. This should give us quite a decent boost in capacity. 30,000, perfect. Our life points are not going up because I am too close to this for mobs to spawn. Now that we move away, we can see that mobs are spawning very, very nicely. Perfect. So now we need to start automating the life points coming up here, and we're going to do that through our old friend, the item router. We need 2 of these guys. We are also going to need the fluid. What is it called? The fluid module. Fluid MK. We should go ahead and make 4 of these because I believe... Oh, it used up my dark glass. This should be the same thing like before. We can turn 4 of these into better. Oh. No, you didn't. Oh, man. It did it. Let's see. We do have some prismarine honeycombs that we can do, but it did a bad craft for me. Okay, there's that guy. Let's go ahead and run these through the back centrifuge here that's not getting used. Let's just do something like that, sure. I can't believe that just happened. All right. So now we should be able to make the MK2 model. Let's try MK1. It doesn't like grabbing these to do this, so we've got to do it manually. We only really need 2 of them. We need 2 item routers. And of course, we need to separate these guys out. Perfect. So to do this, what we want to do is set an item router here. And we're going to want to set an item router over here. As we can see, this thing is full up. Does that mean our life points? Nope. We're going to want to shift click this guy, put this guy in here. We are going to want to... What happened? Oh. We want this guy in here. It's going to pull fluids from there. I'm actually going to want probably 1 more of these, because we are going to take and put this guy up here. So it's going to send the fluids into here. It's going to send it up top. We want the fluid 1 more time. I'm also going to want 2 buckets, which we have plenty of now after our last craft. And we should have this guy, which goes here. This guy goes here. A bucket goes in here. And if we put a bucket down here, I think we should get this bucket. There's a bucket of life. There's a bucket of life. Let's see. See? Ah, right here. Boom. Force emptying disabled. If the block next to the router is not completely empty, no fluid will be inserted. What happened? So we want to go transfer out of the router. Yes. Right? That's what we want. Well, there's no more life points in here. This has a bucket. Transfer into the router. This one should be transferred into the router. This one is going from that guy. And this one is going up to this guy. Okay. Did I do this wrong? We go that way, it fills up with a bucket of life. Let's see. The target router's buffer must have a fluid container in it, transfers fluid into or out of the router to the nearby blocks. This should work. Should work. But it doesn't. Let me grab this. Okay. That's pretty odd. I'll be back. I think I got it working. Our LP is going up inside here. What I did was I've got this guy that is directed towards the item router down here. So I've got an item router that is pointing at this blood altar, taking life points out of it. Then this one is sending it up to here to this item router. This item router is then putting it into this altar. And then this item router right here is sending, it's a loop, right? That's what we're doing. We're getting life points. We're at 8,600. Now we're at 8,908. We can eventually take these guys right here and put them into this thing right here, the displacement rune. I think we will eventually do that. But now what we should be able to do after all of this is we should be able to make a crafter. And I believe that we're also going to need another item router. I'm not 100% sure on this. And let's see. This is pointing at the blood altar. If we were to go back up here and teach our system, we're going to need to make a little wireless thing. But if we were to... Do I have any patterns? I do not. Of course not. Why would I? Been so focused. We haven't made any of these in a while. That in here. Okay. Clear this out. We need a processing pattern. We need steel casing, which is right here. Boom, boom, craft, done. Okay. Let's get a exporter. I don't have one. Exporter. This guy right here from refined storage. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do this, aren't we? And then we need a wireless. What is it called? It's called a network transmitter, a network receiver, a network card, network transmitter, network receiver. I do believe that we will put the transmitter over here. That was kind of a weird animation. We use the item router as a block just because I don't have one. Whoops. Sometimes, you forget to turn off the cell phone. So, should be able to click with that. We now have a linked receiver. We should then be able to place this pretty much anywhere on the network. And now we can place down our transmitter. We can hook this up with a network card. It is 37 blocks, meaning we are going to be using a fair amount of power. I do believe. And we're using 291. That's still not that bad. We have quite a bit of power out of that guy, and we probably will make another one. So, I'm not 100% sure if we need the exporter. No. If we did, it would go like this. Sure. Let's put the pattern in there, and let's see what we have. Steel casing start, missing one block of steel. Ah, okay. I know what that is about. That is our bad, our mess up, because we don't have that kind of steel. So, let's go in here. We will go back into processing. We'll turn this into exact. We'll put this down here. We want exact off. If we do this steel block, oh my gosh. Okay. This, and then we click cancel. Cancel. I hope that fixed it. Basically, it's using the wrong steel, right? Let's go in here. Now let's try the steel casing. Craft, start. Still missing one because this thing is being, oh my goodness, so silly. Let's see. I just cleared the pattern out. We will tell this thing processing. Grab one steel block is going to equal a steel casing, which we can just hold left click and drag this into here, so we don't have to have this on our person. Now create. Let's try this again. Seriously, get down there. All right. Steel, casing, craft, start, boom, start, boom. Done. We did it. Now, I do believe if we get an interface from Refined Storage, we should be able to hook this up to the network. And I don't think we need this right here. There is nothing that's going to pull this guy off. But I do believe if we do this, we can, let's go ahead and get rid of this. And we will just turn that into a cable. There we go. Everything is back on. Can we use an importer? From Refined Storage. To do that, I think we just did. Let's see. Steel casing. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let us craft like 10 of these bad boys. Start. Okay, we need to blacklist. blacklist, steel. And let's see. Steel, casing, craft, 10, start. So now this won't pull the steel out until it is complete, and then it will import the steel casing into here, into the interface, and then we can now send this back into the system, and we should have steel casing. Very nice. We should end up with 11 of them. We don't need a lot of this stuff. I am going to, yeah, our divination symbol really should never go down. I can put this guy in to have a bigger soul network, but again, I don't think we need to. Our wand can go up, this can go up, and that, ladies and gentlemen, friends, people, we have blood magic complete. Finally. We are getting steel casing. Well, hopefully. It takes a little while. That's the thing. But we should have steel casing coming in right here. Nice and easy. Provided this is working. There's 10 steel blocks. So no, it is not working. Because it's not going to do steel blocks. So redstone signal locks after auto crafting. Redstone pulse insert next set. Aha! That's what we need. So, I was wrong. I think we need a comparator. See if we can do this. Does this give a redstone signal right now since it's full? No, it does not. But if I put in a block, it still does not. So, ignores redstone signal, exact mode on. We export. It did do it. Like, we should have another steel casing now. Perfect. That's 2. We're gonna have, let's see, ignore redstone signal. Redstone signal unlocks after autocratting. After redstone impulse pulse inserts next setup. So what we're going to need to do, I think, we might be able to simplify this, right? If we get a chest and we put this here, we should be able to... No. Doesn't connect onto a chest. Ah. Really? Okay, this will import the item to the system. Interface is what will send it back to the system connected up here. The auto crafter we need to auto craft for that. But I wonder if we did it this way, right? Let's take the crafter here. It's going to point up there. We'll place this guy in. And it should send steel blocks to here. So if we do steel casing, looks like we did get a 3rd. Let's craft up, I don't know, 3. Start. It's going to send them here. And it's not going to export them out. Okay, that's a weird way to do it, but let's exporter. Yeah, we're learning today. We're learning today. So exporter, no. Come on. And importer. So we want to import steel. We want to export steel casing. Let's get steel. Right? I don't know. This is all new to me, right? I know a little bit about auto crafting stuff, but this is kind of taking the cake here. And I don't think that we want those going there. I think we want something like this. And let's see if we do steel casing. Let's go ahead and craft 3. Start. No. This isn't going to work the way I wanted it. I was hoping that the crafter could put the items into the interface, and that would work, but that didn't work. We still need the redstone pulse. So we need this thing to redstone pulse when the next system is in. We'll go ahead and throw our pattern in. And what I think we're going to have to do is set up another, this can obviously pull and import stuff, but it's doing the bucket or the life bucket. So we're going to need to grab another item router. I think I'm going to grab this one. Yep, that one will work. Let's see if we have an MK puller and we have a sender. And let's just look at, what is this? This is from modular routers. So at modular vector module. Redstone augment. See what this does. So we want to pull items from here. And we are going to want to blacklist steel. We are then going to want to send items here. And again, we are going to want to whitelist steel casing. Okay. So I guess we could have done that with this. We could go into a whitelist steel casing. We could blacklist steel all the way through. But when this is going to send, I want this. Hold I for more information. Allows a module to define its own specific redstone behavior, overriding the routers. I don't think that's what I want. And actually, we're probably going to want to do what I did before with a chest, which we still have here. Then we're going to want a comparator signal off of this. We're going to want an exporter off of this. And then we're going to want some cable like this. And we're going to want to send the items there like so. So if I were to put this guy here, because this is our simulating our item or auto crafting capabilities, it should pull here, it should send here, and send a redstone pulse where another one gets crafted. And I guess what we need to do is probably tell this thing to craft a couple. This doesn't pull items into here, huh? That was the exporter. Maybe it's the importer. Ha. Okay. Steel casing. There is one steel block there. It is crafting up. Good, good, good. This thing's going to use 5,000 millibuckets of, or 5,000, yeah, 5,000 millibuckets of blood. This thing going to send. There goes the pulse. There's another steel block. Everything is working. We have steel casings being thrown in here. Nice, nice, nice. Oh my goodness, what a convoluted system that this is. We can do the same thing with like imbued slates, and we can, or the different slates, we could have those auto crafted, but honestly, I don't think that we need to. This thing is doing pretty good with keeping the fluid buckets. It is crafting up the steel blocks, and that makes me so happy. I cannot believe that it took this long to get that set up. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. What a pain in the butt. So, another thing that I noticed, and I know it's just going to be a very convoluted thing, but we haven't marked any of this stuff. I think we can even go as far to mark these. We can. Look at that. There we go. System's looking better already. All right. And I ran out. That's fine. Steel casing. Automated. Alright, well, I didn't expect to spend so much time getting the steel casing automated, and I'm really happy that we have it, because we can progress forward, we can automatically craft it, we don't have to worry about it, and it was nice messing around with blood magic because I know nothing about it. What I did want to actually start auto crafting was these different processors, and I noticed this guy kind of out of the corner of my eye. This makes a raw withering processor, which we can turn into a withering processor, and this we do need to make the bigger storage parts, which is going to finish out our quest line here in refined storage. Now I have made, I do believe two. Why do I not have the storage part task complete? I know why. Because I was crafting in here, and then I threw them back in here, and I never put them in my inventory. Yep. So these K parts, which are right here, we have to make the 1K storage, which we're going to need to use the dissolution chamber, and we're going to have to automate this dissolution chamber. It's going to be a little bit difficult to do, so this is going to be for another episode. Today, what I would like to do is just do some basic stuff. We're going to teach our crafting system how to make processing binders. We are going to grab just a normal slime ball because I don't want it to use the pink slime. We are going to set this to exact, and bam, done, dusted. That creates the processor binding. To create string, we're going to need to teach it this recipe with the industrial hemp fiber. Just in case we don't have string in our system, we do have the hemp fiber. So now everything should be pretty simple. We can teach it the raw advanced processor. We can teach it the raw improved processor. We can teach it the raw basic. And then, of course, we can do the raw withering processor, which this one kind of makes me nervous because I'm not sure how many stars I have. 7,000. That may be enough. If not, we'll have to set up a beat. So I can put all of these patterns in here. We have just enough room, which is pretty good. And that is the basic processor. What I also need to do is look inside here and see if I have an inscriber, which I do. I need my silicone press, and I'm actually going to need to make another one of these. So we don't have the slimy pistons that we need, but that is okay. There is a 5th processor. Perfect. And this is where we are going to go in the next episode. We are going to start automating these processors, or inscribers. We are going to start automating the 1K parts because we are going to need a lot of these. The 1K part makes the 4K part. We need 3 of those. Then we need 3 4K parts to make a 16K part, and so on and so forth. And eventually we get up to, let's see, this guy, which is the 65,000K storage part. We can then use that to make the 262 million storage part. That can then be used to make the 1048 million. That can then be used to make the 1048 storage disk, but in the advanced crafting, we can make the infinite storage part, which is actually one of our quests here in the refined storage. Yeah. It wants us to make a 64K disk. It wants us to make an infinite storage disk. And we are going to go down this crafting line with our crafting automated so that we don't have to sit here and craft. To make the 16K part, we need 4 4K. So we need 3 1K per 4K. So 4 times 3, we need 12 1Ks just to make the 16K part. 12 times 3 is 36. We need 36 1K parts for the 64K. And so on and so forth. And it just gets insane, right? So we're going to have to look through all of these different parts, and they are going to need advanced processors. They need quartz and iron, which I'm not sure. I think we have quite a bunch. We have 7.4K. That might be enough. If not, I mean, we can always set up another tier 4 apiary. We can actually turn this guy into a tier 4 apiary and get him running with a couple of bees. We can slow down our production of certain things like all of these. As a matter of fact, electrum, bronze, I think we have enough of this stuff. Steel, not so much, but yes, that is where we are going to end things today. Like I said, I didn't get into why is my... What? Is it the sunset? That's cool. I like that. Anyway, we did not get into the auto crafting that I wanted to, but we have blood magic done. We have our automatic steel casing production, so we can get into mechanism eventually, and we have many more episodes to go. Monumental task complete, and I'm kind of proud of myself, even though it took kind of an absurd amount of time to do it. So I do apologize for that, but thanks so much for watching, guys. Thank you for all your continued support. You guys are amazing. So, as always, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when videos like this go out. Check the description down below for all of the different ways to follow me, including Twitter, Twitch, and Discord. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on